Good morning, everyone, and thank you for attending our webinar for our 2021 Partner Training Program. Today, our host will be Tony Sabaj, who is our head of North American Channel, as well as Shay Solomon, who is our Director of Training Business Development. We're going to go ahead and have Tony kick us off, but before we get started, just a reminder that this training can be logged into your Engage app to go towards your partner points. And if any questions come up during our presentation, please feel free to enter them in the Q&A section. We have some Partner Alliance members that are going to be monitoring any questions you may have. So with that being said, Tony, the floor is yours.
Thanks, Tricia, and thanks, partners, for joining today. And we're excited to walk you through our new partner training program and show you all the good ways you can consume a lot of the knowledge and information that we have put together specifically for our partner community. So we're going to go through a fairly short presentation and then hopefully have lots of times for Q&A, and I can even bring up Partner Map and show you how to get to some of these assets that we're going to talk about, and even some of the assets that aren't necessarily referenced as part of the official partner training program. So just to introduce myself, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Tony Sabaj. I'm the head of channel sales engineering for the Americas. I know many of you on this call today, since I last looked at the attendee list. So welcome and thank you, and let's get started. So if we look at a quick agenda, what we're going to cover here in the next 20, 25 minutes from an official presentation standpoint is why and what are we trying to accomplish with our new partner training program. We'll go over the different types of courses and where they're available and what they mean, the requirements based on star levels and other specialties that you can achieve as a partner. We'll show you some examples, not a complete exhaustive list, but we'll show you some examples of how you can achieve your partner training requirements. And then we'll do a real quick overview of the partner program and some of the points and how they all relate to your status as a Checkpoint partner. So let's get into the what and why of what we're talking about today. So we've revamped our partner training program for a variety of reasons. One, we needed to adapt to what the market trends are. We wanted to be able to enable our partners and give you guys the knowledge to address the cybersecurity industry and what your customers are asking for, and not just have the partner training requirements be a compliance exercise, but really have it be a tool for us to jointly educate each other in going to market and what's top of mind of our joint customers today. And then also to align with Checkpoint's strategic pillars around our quantum appliances and gateways, our CloudGuard product line, our Harmony product line, which is our endpoint and user access, and then obviously overall reaching with our Infinity vision and our Infinity architecture. So what's in it for you as a Checkpoint partner is we really want to encourage the adoption of new technologies. And more importantly, for you guys is we wanted to make a reduction in the cost and time in getting this training to be compliant, but also to deliver you great information and great assets, and also give you different ways of consuming the training that we're delivering, whether it's in-person instructor-led, which for obvious reasons, not a whole lot of that right now. Whether it's virtual instructor-led through our ATC network, whether it's self-based through Partner Map, whether it's self-study, we want to be able to give you the ability to consume this in multiple different ways that meets the needs of your organization. And then at the end of the day, really give you a positive return on investment. So we're not just giving you training to comply to a checkbox in a partner agreement, but to really give you information that's going to help us jointly drive new initiatives and new opportunities with our customers. So if we look at some of the core training, and we're calling this post-sales learning paths that are delivered through our ATC network. So if you've been a Checkpoint partner, or if you're new to Checkpoint, we have our core technology training, our cybersecurity administrator, the CCSA, the CCSE, the cybersecurity engineering, which is sort of the next level class on that, and that those two courses together will give you your CCSM, the Certified Security Master training, and we'll get more into some of the changes here. What we've added as part of our core training that is delivered through our ATC network is what we're calling specialist courses, or Infinity specialist courses, that are sort of, first and second level courses around endpoint, around troubleshooting, so the troubleshooting administrator course, an automation specialist, which focuses on the DevOps and the API integration that we've introduced as part of our R80 Infinity platform a few years ago. We have a newer cloud specialist course, the CCCS, which is very difficult to say. And then more advanced technical courses around our VSX, our virtualization technology, so our own virtualization platform. The troubleshooting expert course, which is a deep dive into troubleshooting Checkpoint solutions. And then we have our multi-domain management specialist, which is around our multi-tenant management applications, provider one, MDS, depending on how long you've been around Checkpoint, what we call that group of products. And then a certified Maestro expert, which is our hyperscale appliance architecture that allows you to take individual Checkpoint appliances and put them into a top of rack solution. Not to give you the training today, but a great solution that many of our partners have taken advantage of. So we've taken our ATC delivered training courses and really added specialty courses to that, to be able to not only allow you to tailor your educational requirements based on your go-to-market strategies, but to give you more options and to make the training more consumable by more members of your organization. And we'll talk about how this feeds into the partner training program. But all of these classes are delivered via our ATCs and are available to partners and to end users. So these aren't unique to partners. Obviously, you can use the same co-op rules to fund these courses and register for them. But these are the courses that are available to the general public as far as our ATC network is concerned. The next slide is a little busy, but just wanted to make the point of with the CCSA and the CCSE, which have been around for a very long time and obviously are updated to reflect our newer technologies in our core products. With the introduction of the Infinity specialist courses, what we've done for you is, if you take any of the Infinity specialist courses, you actually extend your CCSA or CCSE by 1 year, your highest level CCSA or E, by 1 year. So by taking up to 2 of them, you can extend it 2 years. So by default, your CCSA or CCSE is good for 2 years. And if you take any of the specialist courses, you can extend them and pass the exam, extend them by 1 year, which again gives you the ability, to tailor your own organization's training requirements, and then you benefit from it by extending some of the core technology certifications, which are all part of our partner requirements, which we'll get to in a second. In addition, if you have if you take your CCSA, which is a prerequisite for the CCSE to pass the exam, and if you pass 2 of the specialist exams, you get your CCSM, your Checkpoint Certified Security Master. And if you take 2 more of the specialist exams, you get your CCSM Elite. So, so it's a great way to customize the training based on your needs as a partner, and this in turn also works with our customers too, to tailor some of the training for our customers. So this again is general public information that anybody who goes to our ATCs, whether you're a partner or not, can take advantage of. So now what we've added specifically for partners, and I'll show you how this all wraps into the certification requirements, is we've created what we call pre-sales learning paths. So those of you familiar with some of the training we've had on PartnerMap that's been delivered via PartnerMap as self-paced modules. Not only have we updated and added to that catalog, what we've done is we've taken those assets and those training materials and we put them into learning paths. And we have sort of two tracks of learning paths, or two types of learning paths. One is focused more on sales. So we have a CloudGuard pre-sales, which covers all of our products from a CloudGuard sales positioning and general knowledge perspective. Same thing with Harmony, which covers our Harmony product line, which includes our user access, our endpoint, our SASE solutions, our SD-WAN integrations are all part of Harmony. So there's a sales learning path for that. And then there's a sales learning path for Quantum, which is our appliance line and gateway-based solutions. And those are our three product pillars. And then we've also created technical pre-sales learning paths. So these are, in addition to the sales learning paths, are again more designed for technical sales positionings, but these will include hands-on labs around our CloudGuard solutions, around our Harmony solutions, and around our Quantum solutions. So these are obviously targeted towards your sales staff, your sales organization, and these are targeted more towards your security architects or your sales engineers, anybody who's involved in more of the pre-sales and architecture aspect of it. And then the ATC delivered training is really more designed for the post-sales implementation and support aspect of your organization. So from a 2021 certification requirements, this, and I'll explain this to you, this is what our training requirements now look like in 2021. So regardless of your star level as a partner, we're requiring you to have between 1 or 2 of the pre-sales e-learning paths. So that would be this first line on this page. So 1 of these sales paths. And again, you can tailor it towards your organization's needs. So if you're focusing on cloud, then obviously we'd recommend you take the cloud pre-sales path. If you're focusing on SASE and endpoint and sort of the new types of remote access or remote access or endpoint, we'd obviously focus on Harmony. If you're focusing in on gateways and data center type security, then obviously we would recommend the Quantum. So that's what this the first row refers to. Again, these are all free. You can access them at any time via PartnerMap, and I'll show you what they look like at the end of the presentation. I'll actually go into PartnerMap and show you. But again, self-paced, delivered via PartnerMap. They're not just PowerPoints or things that you read. They're actual trainings that a mix of video and reading and little exercises around sales positioning. So fantastic training available to any partner with Checkpoint. And then we also have the we've had this for a long time. It's not mentioned in any of the slides, but the Checkpoint sales certification, which is again a self-paced, free, delivered training that we have again available on PartnerMap, which is just a good overview of the Checkpoint product line and a basic overview of some of our sales tools, the product catalog, and an overview of PartnerMap. So this is also available and required based on your star level, and we'll give some examples here in a minute. We also have a whole host, and obviously they're not listed here because this slide would be incredibly busy if we listed them all here. But we also have a lot of sales boosts and sales nuggets and individual trainings that are also available on PartnerMap, and I'll show you some examples actually when we go into Partner Map. Again, free self-paced training. A lot of this training is training that is developed for internally at Checkpoint, that all of us at Checkpoint we're required to take them, but we're not requiring the partners to take them, but we're making them available to you. So you guys are getting the same information that that we're seeing. And I'll show you some examples of that, and even a brand new one that we just added this morning. And then we have what we're calling our post-sales and some of our core technology trainings. And this really relates back to the first two slides I showed. I'll show the non-busy one. So it really relates back to this slide of, based on your partner level requirements, instead of requiring lots of CCSEs based on your star level, we've reduced the number of CCSEs that are required, and then added 1 to 2 Infinity specialists based on your star level to achieve your base partner level requirement. So for example, if you're a 4-star partner, you would need to have 2 pre-sales learning paths completed. They can be done by 1 individual. They can be done by 2 different individuals. You have to have 3 individuals take the sales certification, which again is less than an hour's worth of investment from those sales individuals. And then you would need to have 2 people with the CCSE, and then 2 Infinity specialist certifications in your organization. And what this has done is, this is part of that, not only reducing the costs to the partner, but we're delivering a lot of this training as self-based training, and also customized based on what is important to you as a partner. There's no sense shoving our endpoint solutions down your throat if that's not something you're focusing on, as great as they are. So it allows you to customize the training based on how you want to go to market. And these are part of, and I know our CAMs are doing, account planning or partner planning with you guys. This is all part of that planning of, what classes should we take? Where would you like us to focus? Where would you like to focus? So it's definitely up to you. And then we also have, which is not required, but is a great program, the technical services certification. If you're a CCSP, which is a collaborative support partner, and I know we have a mix of US, Canadian, and Latin American partners on this call. This requirement is for our collaborative support partners, which is not officially available in North America. So if you're a support partner in North America, reach out to your CAM or reach out to myself, and we can talk about the requirements for the ACSP CSP program, which isn't listed here. But for those of you outside of the US and Canada, if you are a certified Checkpoint certified support partner, which is our collaborative support model, it is required to have 1 or 2 of the CCTE, the Checkpoint certified troubleshooting expert. One note to make, which should be the next animation here, is for 2-star partners, this box is only required if you're a support partner. So if you're a 2-star partner in US and Canada and you are not a support partner, then you're only required to have 1 of the pre-sales learning paths and the Checkpoint sales certification, which are both free and delivered via Partner Map. So just wanted to make that clarification along the lines of support partners. And then to build upon the requirements as part of our partner program, so you can see the between 2 and 5-star and 5-star elite, you can also achieve, and these are optional but very important. You can also achieve official specialization as a Checkpoint CloudGuard partner, a Checkpoint Harmony partner, or a Checkpoint Maestro partner. And for CloudGuard and partner, what we're requiring based on your star level, and we'll just look at 2-star partners because it's the first one and just easier to go through, is again free technical training and around the specific technology, which is CloudGuard in this case. So this would be 2 sales certs, so it's 1 more in addition to the required sales cert, and then 2 of the technical certs. So just to go back a couple of slides to show you, to become if you're a 2-star partner, to become a CloudGuard specialized partner, you would need 2 individuals to go through the CloudGuard pre-sales sales specialist, and then you would need 2 individuals to go through the CloudGuard pre-sales technical specialist, and you would meet the requirements to become a CloudGuard specialized partner. And then 3-star, 4-star, 5-star, the same across the board, to be specialized. And then to become a Maestro partner, you would need to have the Checkpoint certified Maestro expert training, which is delivered via our ATC network here. So this training, the Checkpoint certified Maestro expert training and associated exam, that is available via our ATC network here. So it allows you, again, to not only customize your base requirements for the training, but then you can further differentiate yourself within Checkpoint and to your customers as a CloudGuard specialized partner, a Harmony specialized partner, or a Maestro specialized partner by taking the Checkpoint certified Maestro expert exam, and in most cases taking the course to get that knowledge. So it's a great way to not only deliver training in a more customizable way and consume it the way you want to, but also reducing the cost and the time required of you to meet your Checkpoint sales certifications. So, and let's see if and then just give you a few examples, some of which I've covered, but we have some nice visuals on that. So if you're a 4-star partner, you would need 2 of the pre-sales specialists. So let's say, for example, you have 1 person take Harmony, 1 person take CloudGuard, or 1 user who's completed 2 learning paths. So, it could be 1 person taking 2 of them. It could be 2 people taking 1 each. Obviously, we encourage you to go well above and beyond the required for your star level. But to meet, a 4-star level, again, it could be 1 person taking 2 or 2 people taking 1 each. And these are great trainings, by the way. And then obviously to take the Checkpoint certified, or the Checkpoint sales certification by 3 reps. And again, obviously it has to be 3 separate reps. You can't have 1 rep take the same training 3 times, which is obvious, but they could be the same person who's taking, 1 or 2 of the specialist trainings. And then have 2 CCSEs and 2 Infinity specialist courses taken. And again, it could be, pretty much any sane mixture of, I have, 1 CCSE and 1 CCSM, which is obviously supersedes CCSE. So that counts. And then I could have 2 other people take automation and endpoint, or Maestro and the CCCS, the cloud specialist. Or I can have 1 person take the CCSE and then 1 other super motivated individual have the CCSE and 2 of the specialist courses. So really any combination that makes sense, and it's also allowed based on prerequisites of the ATC delivered courses to meet your certification requirements. And then if we look at a certified collaborative support partner that also wants to be CloudGuard certified, and I'll just build out the slide here, they would need to have, the 2 specialist courses within CloudGuard, both in sales and technical, or you could have the same person take sales and technical, or 2 different people. So again, really any combination. I wouldn't recommend a pure salesperson necessarily going through all the technical certifications, but if you have technical salespeople, very much worthwhile. And then having the 2 CCTEs to become to meet your certification requirements if you're a collaborative support partner, uh, um, which is not really available in US and Canada, available in Latin America and Europe and Asia. So if you have questions about support partners in US and Canada, feel free to reach out to me or your Cam, and we can address those individually. So that is the overview of the support program, or the training program. I'll pause for a couple of questions, and we'll look at those. One question here is, when are the certifications supposed to be taken by? And I don't know the exact answer to that question off the top of my head, and I'm hoping one of my lovely colleagues can step in and
I can help with that.
Thanks, Shay.
So our expectation is to see a significant progress toward the end of Q2 with respect to taking the new certification and be compliant with the program. Of course, we will look into exception, but end of Q2, this is our expectation.
Yeah, and to many existing partners, a lot of these certifications are all the stuff that you had before is very much applicable to this, so you're not starting over. Another question is, are you still able to transact business if you don't have any certifications completed? So if you're already a 2 or 3 or 4 or 5-star partner, obviously you can transact with this under the 2-star, 3-star, 4-star, 5-star partner agreement. We are looking at obviously the compliance aspect of this. We will not be necessarily automatically downgrading anybody because they don't have the certifications. As Shay said, we would like to see progress towards the end of Q2 on the certifications. But if you're actively working with us, obviously we are not going to stop you from transacting business with us. We are partners at the end of the day. And let's see, I got some stuff in the chat. Let me look at that real quick. Questions. Question from someone around, smaller partners that may only have one person. So if you're a smaller partner, if you look at the 2-star partner requirements, it may look like a lot on paper, but it's really not a ton. So if you're a 2-star partner, all we're really asking of you is to take one of the learning paths and the checkpoint sales certification, which is, this is less than an hour's worth of work. And this is, depending on which learning paths, and feel free to work with your CAM or reach out to me directly. This is really good information that is, probably, a few hours worth of work, but it's all done in 10, 15-minute increments. So we're not asking you to lock yourself in a room for 3 days and get the training. So if you're a smaller partner or a partner with, not a ton of employees, we're really not asking a ton of, investment from a time perspective on that. I believe we will be making this this deck available via a PDF. One individual can take multiple certification paths. Oversee the slides, small partners. For any of the ATC delivered training, you can, so anything that's on this slide, you are able to fund with co-op through the co-op portal. So just like before, you'd register for a CCSA or CCSE, you can register for the CCSA, CCSE, and the specialist courses via the co-op portal. So you can use co-op for funding these classes. So I think that is the questions so far. I'm going to do a quick review. Oh yeah, this is actually a really good question that I actually asked Shay myself. So do the current CCSM certifications translate to CCTE? As far as compliance to being a support partner, and Shay, feel free to keep me honest here. We will consider a current CCSM as a CCTE for the, for the requirement to be a support partner. We won't automatically give you the CCTE, label, but we will count it, the current CCSM, which for those of you who have gone through, if you have a current CCSM, not under the new program, the CCSM certification was really the CCSE plus the 2 troubleshooting specialist courses was loosely translated to the CCSM. So we will count the CCSM as compliance towards your support requirement if you're a collaborative support partner. So
Yeah, definitely.
yeah, and I asked Shay that exact question myself. So it's a very good question because I asked that myself to Shay way back in October, November when we were developing this. So, and then just a quick overview of the partner points. Again, we're not going to go super in depth into the overall partner program, but in addition to the training requirements, we have a point system based on the star levels, so 4, 8, 16, 32, nice powers of 2, to be able to get to your certain star levels. And how do you get these points? And just review it real quickly, and not to go into a ton of detail, but you can get performance points from a certain percentage of new customers that you book with us. And that's new customers to Checkpoint, not necessarily new to you. Cloud security or emerging technology bookings, which is really cloud and endpoint, year-over-year growth, and Infinity Total Protection ELA type deals. You can also get partner points via the Engage app through training and certification. So every time you get new training, even if it's required or if it's additional training beyond your requirements, you will get Engage points for that training. For doing marketing and sales activities, and I'll give you a few examples, and we could have a 3-hour webinar on how to get points. You can also get points by logging your meetings and deal regs through the Engage app, and then also by doing things like POCs, using our demo points, creating demos, and doing security checkups. So, for example, some of the performance points that you can earn is if you do up to 15% of your business with Checkpoint with new customers, and that's new customers to Checkpoint, not new customers to you, you can earn up to 4,000, 8,000, 16,000, 20,000 points, prorated based on that percentage. Same with cloud security. So you can earn up to 4,000, 8,000, 16,000, 20,000 points based on a prorated percentage of cloud security business that you book with us, which is really anything with that falls in our CloudGuard pillar. And then year-over-year growth, again, a prorated amount up to 4,000, 8,000, 16,000, 20,000, based on your year-over-year growth. So for example, if you grow with us by 15%, you'll get 4,000 points if you're a 2-star partner. If you grow with us 7.5%, you'll get 2,000 points. And you guys can do math in your head better than I can, across the board. And then for Infinity Total Protection, $1,000 per deal, not $1,000. I'm giving away money now. 1,000 points per closed opportunity that goes towards your performance points or your partner points. And then this is the max that you can earn in each one of these categories based on your star level. So again, this is a much larger conversation, but just wanted to do a quick refresher. And then as far as Engage is concerned, for every customer meeting, you get 10 points. C-level customer meeting, you get 50 points. New customer, 50 points. You guys can read, as well as I do. Deal registration, doing things like sales activities with Checkpoint, account planning, training, doing pre-sales activities, doing courses and certifications, not just related to the required that we talked about, earlier, but also additional training that maybe some of the other learning paths that aren't necessarily required, and then some of the other training that's also available on Partner Map. So for example, if you attend our Partner Onboarding Academy, it's a 7-week series that I know some of you on this call have been a part of. If you go to 5 out of the 7 of them, you're going to get engage points, which count towards your partner points for each individual. So this is a good way of really maintaining and hoping to upgrade your partner activity without having to just base it based on, you know, pure sales, and really help some of the some of the smaller partners, you know, that may only have a few individuals in their organization to be able to get higher level of status with Checkpoint. So that is the prepared portion of this. I'd like to open it up for you know, for Q&A. I know we answered a bunch of the questions, and I can also show you in Partner Map how you get to some of this stuff and some of the other trainings that are available. So let me share my screen. If there's any other questions that pop in, feel free to put those in the chat. Let me just share the right window so you don't. There we go. Good enough. Hopefully you guys see in my web browser. I'm working on a presentation around the Roman Empire and the death of the data center. So that's why you see a bunch of tabs up here around about Julius Caesar. So I'm not just doing not just studying history on my own, but this is Partner Map, which all of you hopefully should be familiar with. If you're a partner, you have access to this. So obviously, to get to the trainings that we talked about, the learning paths, sales and knowledge, and then go to training and knowledge, and that'll pop up. And I got to sign in because it's been too long, and it's probably going to ask me for a text code. So let me get that. I was idle too long. I talked too much. And of course, there we go. All right, no text needed. Okay, my multi-factor is still active. So once we go to the partner training and knowledge, if we go to e-learning, you now have a collection of, let me go to the whole content library here. You have a whole collection of trainings that you can take that are all self-paced, self-delivered. So here's the CloudGuard pre-sales technical training. So this would be a part of, if you wanted to be a CloudGuard specialized partner, this would be the technical pre-sales training. If to meet the requirements of the regular partner, just star level requirements, this is there's a CloudGuard sales, I don't know, it's right below it. I don't know why I didn't see it. Here, you just click on this learning path, and this is the sales training for your sales individuals to meet your specialization as part of the base level. So introduction to cloud, what is cloud computing, what is cloud security, just a little test, make sure you're paying attention. If you're listening to this, you will pass all these tests. It's called Yellow Belt Ninja because this is actually a training program that we made all of our salespeople at Checkpoint go through. And then once you complete this, then you've met your CloudGuard sales specialist, and you'll get credit for that. That individual will get credit for that learning path, and then they will count towards your partner certification. So same thing with the CloudGuard technical, a little bit more in depth, but gives you an introduction, overview of our products, and actually has hands-on labs within Azure, within GCP, within AWS, where we give you a tenant that lives for a couple of days, and you can always just go back into it and restart it if you need more time. And you actually go through a lab, and you actually deploy our products in a live cloud environment that has, real, virtual machines and assets to protect in the cloud environment. So it's a great self-study technical with hands-on, and all the technical ones have some aspect of hands-on. So Harmony, CloudGuard, Quantum, and then there's a lot of other different trainings on here. So Boost Your Knowledge is just real quick training nuggets around selling Infinity, the Infinity sales cycle, quick overview of CloudGuard, which has maybe more recent updates to our product portfolio. This is the exact same training that we do internally every week that we call boosts. So again, these are not required, but they're available to partners, and you will get engage points or partner points for that. Here's a brand new one that we just added that I started with some friends of mine called Weaponizers, where we actually take current topics in the security industry and we apply checkpoint solutions to them. So you have a way of weaponizing current trends and current news articles and threats, and how to use checkpoint solutions to address those threats. So the one that's on here is from 2 weeks ago. We just recorded a new one this morning that I have not edited yet and put up here. So hopefully in the next day or so, there will be another episode in here, and this is going to continue on. And there's hundreds of more. I just highlighted that one because I did it. There's the TAC Academy online. There's individual trainings. So the Cloud Ninja, which is really the same as the Learning Path for the most part. There's training on how to use our demo point, and then we also have all the Jumpstart trainings, which are really great, kind of longer overviews of cloud security, our Maestro solution, our sort of core networking, and deployment scenarios, our quantum spark line. So there's a lot of training that's available to you on PartnerMap, in addition to what's already on PartnerMap, which is, all right, I got stuff in the way here. Customer acquisitions. If you go to TechPoint, we also have, and I'll put a plug in for what we call Demo Point, which gives you the ability to create custom environments based on, so these are cloud-based environments, demo environments that automatically get spun up around, and there's a whole video and training on how to use this. I'm picking the one that has the least options so I can show you. And we have all these different blueprints. So, deploying our CloudGuard AppSec, and it gives you a live environment and a script that you can use to demo our product, whether you're using it for your own education, whether you're doing it as a demo for a customer, whether you're doing it as training. You even have the ability to pass this off to a customer if they want to play with it. But there's dozens of demo point blueprints around different security solutions from Checkpoint. So that is a quick overview. I will stop sharing for a moment, and I see a couple of questions. Is there an admin view on PartnerMap where you can see your organization's progress and where they are with the certs? It is in your partner profile, so you are able to actually see which certifications your organization holds as a company. So it is in your partner profile, and it is listed there. There's a question about ACSP requirements for U.S. partners. Feel free to ping me offline. We're there's only a handful of ACSP, CSP partners in North America, and pretty much all of you are meeting the current requirements. So it's a little ambiguous, but we're not going to take it away from you. So, but feel free to ping me offline if you have questions around ACSP. And where can we view our point total status? You should be able to see that in your partner record on PartnerMap. I'd show you, but my view is an overall view, and it's a little different than what you see. But if you go into PartnerMap, you'll be able to see your point total, which is a conglomeration of your performance points and engage points and points you get for hitting the different trainings. So is available. Reach out to your CAM, and they can show you specifically how to get to it from for your specific organization. Excellent. Any other questions? I think we answered them all. I don't see anything in the chat, and I think we've answered the thing. Let me just respond to this individual so they can contact me. Excellent. Does any Shay or Trisha, Flo, Kara, Ariel have any additional comments that we want to make today?
I
Yeah.
just want to make a comment about the new training program, which is really essentially the idea with the transition to more new technologies is to serve the growth engine that we see in these markets of like new technology in the cloud, Maestro, the endpoint, of course, now that everyone works from home. I think that there is a huge potential there for our products, and the capacity and the knowledge that we are enabling you to consume here. It's really like a facilitator to drive these product lines, and I hope that we will all find it useful. Yet I think the team here, everyone, me, Tony, and the Partner Alliance are very flexible in order to make adjustment if needed, because it's a new program, and we are open and listening to any feedback and any requests that you have. So these are we put the ground for switching to new technology in our training, but still we are open for feedback, and feel free to talk with us, and we will consider every request and every inquiry that we have.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Tony and Shay, for joining us today. Again, for the partners on this call, please list this training in your Engage app. And if you do have any further questions that come up regarding training, you can reach out to the Partner Alliance team or your channel account manager. And a recording will be of this presentation will be provided to the attendees later today. So thanks again, everyone, and have a good rest of your day.